Hello everyone and welcome to Mr. Mo Dynasty. It's episode 29, and in this episode we're going to see a very exciting finish against the San Diego Padres.
So we come off a devastating loss to the Athletics. Oh, that hurts. June 13th says personnel changes, and I rolled a D16. I got a 15 that says roll against your staff approval rating. If success, every person on the staff goes up 5. If fails, every person drops 5. So the reason why this is such a big deal is this affects everybody from the manager all through sales and marketing. So you're talking 16 people are affected by this one. It only can happen on one of the 16 of the die rolls, but still it's a huge one and a great opportunity with our staff not being great for everybody to go up. Our staff approval is 50, so it's like a 50-50 chance to be better. Unfortunately, I rolled a 70, so everybody drops 5 from manager all the way down to the sales and marketing team. So another hit after we blow the game in the 9th there after the comeback. Now we lose 5 off of everybody in personnel, and that's a sim. Can we come back against the A's? We do. And it's an 8-4 win. Let's take a look to see how we scored that many runs against the A's. Fletcher had 3 RBIs, went 2 for 5. Looks like he had a home run. Cliff went 3 for 5. He is just tearing it up this year. It's 3 strikeouts for Jason Dominguez. Did he get a hit? Sosa goes 2 for 4. Pulse Montgomery gets 2 RBIs. All right, who got the win? Grant Taylor. He gave up 4 runs in 7 innings, 3 strikeouts, no walks. And Wantz goes 2 innings to get the closeout there. We win 8-4. We are going to do scouting. I'll come back and show you how things went. Scouting, we're going to look again at Robert Dunlap. We're going to try to get him close to 100%, and then we'll finish him out. For our second scout, we are going to continue to look at left field central. We've got some people I'd like to finish off there. And then with our third scout, we're actually going to look at this Enrique Batista, third baseman. He's intriguing. He's an 18-year-old, so he's very young, but I definitely like the contact numbers. Doesn't look like he's going to have a ton of pop, but I like the vision, and I do like the fielding potential and the arm strength. He looks like a really solid third baseman. So I want to get to know more about him because we do have him up our board. So let's see how he rounds out our scouting. And this is June 14th. It's roll a D60, and we did actually get an event, not a no event. We got a pitching coach event. And this is finally, things are turning our way with something positive. Our pitching coach is having a tremendous assist in one of our pitchers. They're going to go up in 3 different categories. Now, our pitching coach is only rated a 6 out of 100. So most of these 3 attempts are going to be failures. And when I rolled, I got a failure, but then the second roll I got was actually a success and then another failure. So he's going to improve in 1 stat by a D5, a second stat by a D10, that was that success, and then a third stat by a D5, that was a failure. And it's our 3rd pitcher that I rolled. So we're going to go to our pitching rotation, and it's going to be Hagen Smith. Great to see him getting a boost here. He's already at 73 as he's just getting better and better. His year, he's struggled. Let's face it, a 5.81 ERA is not what you want to see with your young man with that 1.68 whip. But his WAR is 1, and his Ks per 9 is 11. So there are some positives with Hagen Smith, but this is only going to help him. So the first roll we got was potential on the D5, and we actually got a 5 roll. So Hagen Smith is going to go up 5 in potential. So if his potential number goes from 88, he's going to go to 93. That is such a huge jump for Hagen Smith. And now he's got a potential. The next roll we got was the D10 success, and we got pitch 4 break, and I rolled a 6. So his 4th pitch, his break is going to go up 6. So let's find his 4th pitch. 4-seamer's the first, slider's 2, slider's 3. 2-seamer is the 4th pitch, and his break is going to go up 6. So it goes to 52. not the best thing for a two-seamer. It's not the most important thing, having that break. And then the third rule I got was, once again, the failure, so that's a D5. And I got pitch 3, break 4. So he's going to get 4 break on his third pitch, which is his splitter. So that's going to go up 4. And so those are all positive changes for Hagen Smith, as he now is a 73A, and things are looking up, even though his ERA is also going up. But this is a great job by our pitching coach. Great to see him actually having a positive impact on our players. And we are going to go ahead and simulate that day, which is the A's. Can we win the series? We want to just keep winning series. Kyle Teal. This is a brutal injury. Kyle Teal is going to be out for 1 to 2 months with a fractured arm. One of the dangers of a catcher is that they're always taking these bumps and bruises, and this looks to be a ball fouled off that fractured his arm for 1 to 2 months. We're going to put him on the 10-day DL. And now we also get a AAA injury, dislocated ankle, 6 months. Wow, we're going to put him over the 60-day DL. And now we have another injury that's being fixed. And that may be just in time because we need to bring up a catcher. Wow, we're getting lots of people. And we got a lot going on here. So let's start with the 5-1 win. Kyle Teal obviously got hurt early, and it looks like in the second. Clifford had another home run. He went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Burleson went 2 for 5. Dominguez 3 for 3. It raised his average to 221. Sosa 2 for 4. Good to see some of those people doing quite well. And then for pitching, Cannon goes 8 innings of 3 hits, 1 walk, lowers his ERA to 2.62, and Johnny Curtis comes in. He continues to be quite a steal in the Rule 5 draft. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take care of all these injuries, as we don't need to do that right now, but I'll come back after taking care of all those injuries. And we get to June 15th after I took care of several adjustments. So just a quick highlights. One thing I did was I brought Corey Lee up. I can't believe it. He actually made his way back here. I mean, he is a 68 overall, and his ratings are going up, and he does have a 99 arm. So it's not like he's the worst call-up in the world. I just swore him off. Somehow he found his way back to his team. And I did debate bringing Denarius De La Cruz up. He is 24, so I can't shield him forever. But he just came off an injury, and I want to see him get more bats. He's only gotten 151 at bats in the minor, and he's hitting 212. So it's not like he was tearing it up. He is hot though. And so with that, I brought up Michael Turner from the doubles to play in the triples, and then I brought Jefferson Morales from the singles to take over, and Ed Bucaro continues to play their catcher. So that's how I dealt with those injuries. As far as the outfield injury in the triples, I brought up Wes Kath, who was hitting pretty well in the doubles. At least he was hitting for power, okay average. So I brought him up to play in the triples. So I got all that taken care of. June 15th is a minor league day. Unfortunately, it's the one day of the week that I don't have minor league games. So I don't get to play with my minor league players this month, and that'll be a sim. And we're going to take care of the Noah Schultz situation. Noah Schultz, where are you? Okay, Noah Schultz will be going in for Jonathan Heasley. I don't think he's been patient. Yeah. So it's Schultz, Jerpy, Bush, Bloody, and Correa. Yeah, I mean, this staff down here is ready to deal. Jerpy's gotten that ERA done a bit, which is good. I mean, Shanley continues to... You can see why Shanley got the call-up last year. He just knows how to get people out in the triples. But last year, he had a 5.32 ERA. Not the worst in the world, but did go 1-7. But his... I don't know. We'll see. But we definitely have a lot of people waiting in the wings. Cannon's pitching awesomely. Thorpe is pitching fantastic. Hagen Smith is probably the worst of the 5 after Eater, but he did get that big boost lately. And then Grant Taylor, just a blast to pitch with in play games. And Baroa has turned things around, which is awesome. So he might get a chance to, like, probably if I were to send down one of these guys, like Jake Eater, I'd probably maybe put Baroa in the starting rotation and then bring up maybe a Shanley or we'll see. Or, I mean, a lot of these people could make an argument, except for Jerby. So anyway, that is where we're at with June 15th. So we're going to move on to June 16th. June 16th, I rolled and got a D6 random event. It says play full game. If within 2 games of playoffs, then simulate 2 games. So what will happen here is if we are within 2 games of the wild card, we will play the game. Because currently we are 7 games out in the standings for our division. But if we're 2 games within the wild card, that's what is important. And we are a half game out of the wild card. So that means we are playing this game and then we are going to simulate 2 games. We're going to play this game, Drew Thorpe against the Padres. It is interesting that I won the first 5 play games and thought, ooh, I am dominating this game even though I'm not scoring runs. But lately, I've been losing as I've lost 3 in a row because I am still not scoring runs, but the pitching has just given up enough. As you can see, our average 224. Somehow we're 37 and 34, amazingly. And it's at ERA under 4 currently. And we're taking our show to the West Coast to take on the San Diego Padres. We're going to give them Drew Thorpe, and they're going to give us Yu Darvish, 5.86 ERA. Can we take advantage? And we'll be playing with... Do we give Corey Lee a bat? Can't believe I'm doing this, but yes, we're going to let Corey Lee go ahead and start. Get him some bats for the first game of the year. Notice I've also made some changes with the lineup. I've moved Colson Montgomery up to 2 because he's hot right now. I've moved Clifford now to the 3 spot. I've moved Burleson back to the 4 because he's also hot. I'm keeping Dominguez in the 5 spot just because I want to give him some continuity, and I don't want to move him at all. I've moved Ryan Ward down to 7th just because he's hitting 219 now, so his early dominance has cooled tremendously. And Chaparro's also cooled, so I've moved him down to 8th, and then we're going to let Corey Lee in the 9th spot catch. Who are we looking out for here? Well, it's definitely that 2, 3, 4 of Bogarts, Machado, and Tatis. And then notice Campusano, their catcher's batting over 300. So this is a formidable lineup that San Diego's throwing at us as we go to Petco Park. Let's see what we can do. The Padres are 33 and 39. There are a lot of storylines here. This is awesome. Let's look at Colson Montgomery, looking to extend his 11-game hitting streak. That's another reason we moved him up. We want to help him get that 11-game hitting streak to turn to 12-game hitting streak, and it's on me. All on me. Let's do it against Yu Darvish. I'm sure he's going to have a 5-pitch mix. Padres come out in their pinstripe uniforms. Let's take a look at his repertoire. Slider, sinker, fastball, sweeper, and curveball. Notice he can get that fastball up to 96. But his primary go-to pitch is that slider. 1-1 count.
Ball inside.
Good eye for Dominic Fletcher. 2-1 count. Beautiful day for baseball here in San Diego.
Ball.
And Yu Darvish takes a crack at that low inside sinker. Doesn't get it, and we are going to guess fastball type. And we are going to get through the middle. What a play by the second baseman.
He's out.
Diving play. Nice job. Robs us of the hit. Dominic Fletcher can't believe it. I guessed fastball high. Got the pitch I wanted. Good bat on ball. But look at that play. That brings up Colson Montgomery with that 11-game hitting streak. And that's not how you're going to get a 12-game hitting streak. Rolled over on the curveball.
Oh.
2 away. Looking at the lineup, definitely Colson Montgomery and Ryan Clifford are our highlights right now. That's all I got to say about that. Juan Soto, look at that. On pace at 64 home runs this year. All right, Ryan Clifford, you're batting 308 for us.
Ball 2.
Good take on that slider. Another good take on the slider. 3-1 count. Will he go back to that fastball high? Let's find out. Nope. All four.
That's ball four.
Nobody wants a piece of Ryan Clifford right now. And that means we have Alec Burleson, who had that 2-run home run that could have been the game winner.
Ball two.
Then we gave it up in the bottom of the ninth. In one of the more heart-crushing games I've played in this series, probably the most crushing. Because not only did we lose the game in this 2-1 count,
Ball,
lost
that's
3-1, but we lost 10 off of our expenditure probability rating, so the GM is even thinking to spend less money in the future on this squad. 3-1 count, we're going to ambush hit. And there it is. Can that ball get down?
Foul ball.
It's just foul. Alec Burleson just missed a double there. Oof, that's so close. Great replay. And now the runner will be off on the 3-2 count. And that's going to be lofted in left field. Unfortunately, not going to have the distance. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. In comes Drew Thorpe with that 18.5 strikeout rate, but also that 10% walk rate. Well, facing Jackson Merrill, 11 home runs on the season for the leadoff center fielder. You will definitely take that in your leadoff man. 1-2 count. Drew Thorpe's going to his patented circle change. And he strikes him out on the circle change. You know, you can scout it, you can plan for it, but that drop is legit for Drew Thorpe. Here's Xander Bogaerts as he whiffs on the sweeper. 2 away. Drew Thorpe, 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. There's a slider on Manny Machado. This is definitely a good little lineup that they've got here in San Diego in the middle. And you got Fernando Tatis on deck. Machado just gets a piece. We're going to throw a fastball. Let's see if we can sneak one by. Famous last words. That is strike 3, but the umpire does not agree. There's that walk rate that Drew Thorpe battles. But look at that. Does that look like a ball to you?
Ball.
Good pitch. Tatis showing the plate discipline, but I think that's right where you wanted it. There's that circle change for strike 2.
Ball four.
And there's another walk from Drew Thorpe as he's now walked 2 in the inning. That's not going to help that walk rate. Now, Luis Campusano batting .310 on the season. And that cutter evens things at 2-2. Wouldn't bite on the circle change. Drew Thorpe wondering where that was. And there's the slider. Colson Montgomery backhand. Takes his time with the 12 speed and throws him out. Drew Thorpe, that's consistently what he's done this year. A lot of walks, decent ERA, battles out of that inning, no score, but he did throw a lot of pitches. Padres had to feel like that inning was a mild success.
That's ball
They didn't
two.
get any runs, but they certainly ran up the pitch count. Jason Dominguez, third on the White Sox, tied with 6 home runs. Gets under that pitch. 1 away. Brings up Lennon Sosa, hitting .228 on the year. Got a fairly good piece of that ball.
Two balls.
Good take on the slider. Evens the count at 2-2. Yeah, just feels like we've gotten 228 from Lennon Sosa his whole career. I mean, we've only been playing this season and fourth, but just feels like that's where he hovers, right around that 230 mark. That's just the kind of player that he is. Not a bad backup, but we're maybe expecting a little too much from Lennon Sosa as he strikes out. And that brings up 2 outs and Ryan Ward, who's dropped down in the lineup from 3rd to 7th.
Ball, that's just out.
As he's seen his average drop about 80 points over the last month. 3-1 count.
Yeah.
Yarves throws a get me over sinker.
We got a
Ward
ball
is
down.
3rd in the White Sox for 27 RBIs. He got a lot of those when he's batting 3rd. But currently down lower in the lineup, full count. He's going to rock this through, and they don't get it this time. That second baseman trying to rob another hit, but Ryan Ward gets on with 2 outs. Good job, Ryan Ward. Gives himself a little golf clap there. And Chaparro, speaking of dropping in the lineup, Chaparro batting 8th now instead of 2nd, as he's seen his average drop under 230.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Rule 5 pickup looked like a steal at the start of the season. Now looks more like you understand why he was Rule 5.
Hey,
As he swings over that slider.
2-2 to count.
Good timing, just bad PCI placement. 2-2 count. Lucky to foul that off. We need to reverse. We have a bad habit of not scoring early on in these games. We need to get a run on the board.
Runner!
We foul off the sweeper. A little hit and run there. Darvish up to 42 pitches, though. That's some good news for us. Oh, we rolled over on the slider.
Oh.
Chado to first. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Not sure if either one of these pitchers is going to get out of the 5th inning.
Ball, that's inside.
Cronenworth's getting some fans heckling him a bit. He's going to hit this cutter into right field. Dominic Fletcher camps under it, 1 away. Assist struggles continue this year. Next up, Adam Frazier. Former Pirate. Way early on that circle
1
change.
ball, 2 strikes. Ball,
Went
down.
right back to it. Didn't get in the bite. And there's the cutter and the strikeout. Drew Thorpe picks up his 3rd strikeout of the day. That brings up Rowdy Tellez. His power is 71 against righties. He's a big boy, so we're going to pitch him very carefully.
Hey.
That's not careful, Drew Thorpe. That's a circle change right down the middle. Tellez with 8 home runs in the season. Let's not throw that pitch again, shall we?
Nope, outside.
Sweeper just misses. Right to Les. Looks like the guy your dad plays your softball league with. Strikes out. We've played 2 innings, no score. All right, Corey Lee, welcome back to the majors this year. After a long time in the triples.
Nope, that's a ball.
And when I say long time, I thought he would be off this team, but he found a way back. See, that's the kind of pitch you got to do damage with in the major leagues. I mean, that's a slider right there in the middle, and we just miss. That ball is hit pretty well. Corey Lee puts the best hit on the ball so far today. Made good contact with that sweeper. Unfortunately, 95 off the bat wasn't good enough. 1 away. All right, Dominic Fletcher. What can you do for the White Sox to get us on the board? Rounds out to second base. 2nd time for him today. Although that was an easier play than the first time. Cronenworth made a gem of a play back in the 1st. And now with 2 outs, we have Colson Montgomery. Can Colson be the spark plug to get us on the board?
Ball, that's out.
11-game hitting streak on the line. 0 for 1. Hope to get 4 chances today at least. Take strike 2.
3-2.
All right, good eye. Couple sinkers. Don't think he'll go sinker again. I can see the slider from here. Ooh, he hung that sweeper. We did a good job fouling it off because that could have been called a strike. 103 off the bat. And once again, great location. Both for him and me for the PCI placement. Fouled off. There's a ball hit pretty well. Back, and it's going to be off the wall, and it's going to be a 12-game hitting streak for Colson Montgomery. A 2-out double. His 13th of the year, and look at that hit streak go to 12. That's a cool graphic. After fouling several pitches, Colson Montgomery looked fastball, hit fastball. We're on second base with Ryan Clifford, our best hitter currently, at the plate with a chance to bring in a run. Oh, how did we miss that? What did we do wrong? Just early. Come on, Ryan Clifford.
Two
Good
balls,
eye.
2
I
strikes.
need to run the third. We're going to send you on a hit anyway to the outfield. Ryan Clifford second on the White Sox in runs, 23. And he gets under the slider. That is a major league pop-up. And that's going to be called off by Manny Machado. Darvish pitches out of the 2-out double. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. Connor Joe going to lead off at the bottom of the third for the Padres. He's also going to pop it up. This is to our first baseman, though, Ryan Clifford. One away. And the lineup turns back over. Jackson Merrill, who struck out the first time, Thorpe hung that circle change, and he hit it 110. Fortunately for us, out of play. There's that cutter. Fletcher's going to give chase, and not going to have room. And there's a fastball hit way back. Dominic Fletcher at the track makes the catch. 2 down. That was a loud out. And that brings up Xander Bogaerts with 2 away. There's the slider. Soft liner to Colson Montgomery. So far, neither team's been able to make any damage on the scoreboard. Top of the fourth. No score. Alec Burleson up. Lead off the fourth here. But we've definitely worked Yu Darvish. He's already at 67 pitches. And look at his energy. I think we've done a good job there. Burleson hits that slider in the center field. It will be run down. 1 away. Jason Dominguez, he's going to bat 5th for me all year. Like, I'm not moving him. This is his spot. I want him to feel comfortable.
1 ball.
And let's face it, with that contract, he's not going anywhere. So figure it out, Jason. Figure it out. Your job is to get protection of Burleson. And he strikes out. So we're 2 away. It brings up Lennon Sosa. As Darvish having a pretty good 5th inning here.
Ball, that's low.
Sosa to Venezuelan. Is going to pump this out to first base. We are going to have a harmless 4th inning. Well, bottom of the 4th. No score. We're being stingy with our hits, unfortunately. Manny Machado to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Let's see if Drew Thorpe can get a strikeout here. He does not get the strikeout. They don't say he went around. Here, though, he gets a ground out. Lennon Sosa. One away. Thorpe pitching quite well so far. Gets that cutter in there. Tatis already 150 home runs in 7 seasons. Fastball wasn't fooling anybody. It's going to be fouled off. Fletcher's going to get chased, but to no avail. And he strikes him out on the cutter. Drew Thorpe picks up his 5th strikeout of the day. That brings up Luis Campusano.
Nope, that's inside. Three balls.
Another cutter goes inside. 3-1 count now. Whew. Campusano was definitely sitting circle change there. 106 off the bat. Let's not throw that again. We throw the sweeper. It just fouls it off. Fastball is going to drop for a hit. Campusano picks up his first hit with that 12 speed. Dominguez tries to get over there.
He's safe.
And with 12 speed, Campusano is going to get a 2-out double. That is the first hit of the day for the Padres. As Jake Cronenworth comes in.
That's a ball.
As the Padres fans, they have to feel like he is their own rally killer. Although he gets a hit here. But it's not going to be enough because 12 speed with that blue pit is not hit. And Cronenworth probably heard me bad-mouthing him. He gets the hit. It's first and third. As he hits that, loops that into right field. We can still get out of this. Adam Frazier. Ball 3, and the Padres fans can feel a rally brewing. And that is ball 4, and the bases are loaded. His 3rd walk of the game. That brings up Rowdy Tellez. It's a 2-1 count. And we don't get the call, and it's now a 3-1 count. As Drew Thorpe has thrown 32 pitches this inning. Oh boy. And we throw the circle change, lost the location, and somehow got the strike. And now the runners will be off. 3-2 count. And we go with the circle change and we walk in a run. Drew Thorpe, if he's had any problems this year, it's been with walks. And he's got 4 on the day. And the Padres take a 1-0 lead. 4 walks this game. 2 in the first and 2 in this inning. Can we get out of this jam? There's a foul ball against Connor Joe. We've got to get him out here. Ooh, that almost hit him. Whew. And that's going to be a pop-up. Lennon Sosa is going to get under this and somehow, some way, we get out of the inning. However, Thorpe gives up the bases loaded walk. The Padres have their first run, and we are now down 1-0. And we may think about, and they're going to bring out the pitcher. Johnny Brito is going to come in, the righty, and we are going to also warm up Commander Baroa, who's pitched really well this year. We'll get some innings in with him. All right, Ryan Ward, you're facing a new pitcher who features the circle change as his primary pitch, the fastball, sinker, slider, and sweeper combo.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ward's second on our team in home runs, has a 2-1 count. He's going to foul, or excuse me, he's going to fly this out to right field. And Brito records an out the first batter receives. Now we're down to Andres Chaparro, our third baseman.
Ball, that's in.
Acquired from the Nationals in that trade last year. Oh, maybe not the pitch we want to swing at.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Excuse me, not acquired. Rule 5 pickup, I should say. Not a trade. And that's a strikeout because I'm sitting here bumbling about trades and Rule 5s, not focusing on swinging the bat. First strikeout, Brito. 2 away. Corey Lee, his second at bat in the majors this year. And we are looking horrible at
1
the
ball,
plate.
2 strikes.
Come on, White Sox. He finally gets a piece of the ball. And it's a 1-2 count.
Inside.
Good eye on the sinker. He does like that circle change. I wonder if he's going to throw it here. He did. Good patience. In fact, we were very late on the circle change. And he strikes us out looking at the four-seamer. Corey Lee, how I hate thee. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're trailing 1-0. And we are going to take out Drew Thorpe, and we're going to bring in Freelander Baroa. So, not the worst start for Drew Thorpe. He did only give up 1 run in 4 innings. Unfortunately, the walks continue to be his nemesis. And we're going to bring in the success story of the year, Freelander Baroa, who just got shelled in last year's outings. But he's come back from the minors this year. He had a great stretch in the minors. And he is so far pitching with confidence. It's great to see. Jackson Merrill fouls that off. And he's only got the 3-pitch mix, and so it's very hard to get him through the lineup 3 times.
Ball, that's in.
But you have him in long relief like he is currently, and I think he could be a factor. Many had him pegged as a 4-8 player as Montgomery goes back and doesn't get that. But so far this year, in the second stint, he is proving he can handle it. Looking for the sinker double play ball.
Nope.
And he doesn't get the strike called on the slider, and Burrow's like, well, what do you got for me? Come on now. What? Whatever, you don't know what you're doing.
Runner, he's going. Full count.
Corey Lee.
He's
Corey Lee
out.
gets him out. Corey Lee with that 99 arm. As much as I badmouth Corey Lee and his bat, he has 99 arm strength. And he gunned that ball down there. Good swipe tag from Sosa. Just like that. The threat is dealt with.
3.
And we strike out Xander Bogaerts. And next up is Manny Machado. And Machado's going to crank this ball deep and foul.
Ball 2.
Good pitch. 2-2 count.
And
2. Now the count is full. For Manny Machado. Oh, Montgomery dies, bats it down. Unfortunately, he can't make the play. Up to Freelander Baroa. Shake it off. He didn't walk him, and he didn't hit a home run. So, buckle down. There's a broken bat. Ryan Clifford throws it to Baroa. Steps on the bag and makes the out. That was an unusual looking play, but good job for Baroa to have his head in the game to cover first. He didn't let that hit get in his head. I mean, we're only down 1 run. We've only gotten 2 hits. It's time for this offense to do something. Johnny Brito's no Cy Young. Let's do some damage. Another strikeout. Brito goes to his patented circle change. 1 away. That brings up Colson Montgomery, who's raised his average to 244. Captain Colson, the double in the day.
Ball, that's down.
It's a great time to start a rally, Colson. Only down a run. All right, let's call time. Let's get somebody else warm in our bullpen just in case. Let's have Boozer. Let Boozer warm up. There are some lefties coming up. Let's just have him ready to go just in case. 2-1 count for Colson Montgomery. Just a little late on that fastball. Indecisive. That's a hit from Colson Montgomery. Good job, Colson. Hit right back up the middle. Colson's 2 for 3 in the day. It's good to see. All right, Ryan Clifford. Oh, that was the pitch. Oh, I want that back. That was, I swung early. It's okay. You ready for the circle change? And he's going to ground it. Are they going to go to second? Nope. They're going to go to first, so the runner does advance. So the runner's in square position. So in a way, Clifford did his job, kind of. And that leaves it up to Alec Burleson. Can Burleson bring home the tying run or maybe even hit the go-ahead run in? He's going to tap this. And it's going to throw to first. And instead of hitting the home run, he hits it 12 feet. All right, Freelander Baroa is going to start off. Bottom of the 6th, facing 5, 6, 7.
No, inside.
With that open stance.
Ball
That he brings back in. Goes 3-1 count.
Yeah.
Good pitch. Bottom lower part of the plate. And buddy just can't get him to swing at the slider, and that's a walk. Padres done a good job getting walks this game.
Ball that's outside.
North has gotten into 11 no plays this year. And they were trying to run on Corey Lee. That's mistake number 1, I'll tell you that. That's going to be a pop-up. And we are going to catch that. 1 away. Good job, Freelander Baroa. That brings up Adam Frazier. And Baroa pitch. I like what I'm seeing from Baroa. He could save our bullpen a bit. I'm not just going to take him out just because it's lefty-lefty. And there's a strikeout. 99 on the gun. Frazier takes Freelander Baroa, picks up the strikeout. Two away. Rowdy Tellez.
Nope, upstairs.
I like this heat that Baroa throws.
Hey, 2.
Tellez can't catch up to it. Did he speed up his bat? No. Same pitch.
Count is 3-2.
Different location. And we strike him out on a high cheese. Rowdy Tellez goes down swinging. Good job, Prelander Broa. Keeping us in the game. We're only down a run, and they're going to bring in Yuki Matsui, the lefty, to face Dominguez, who will switch hit. And Matsui features 5 pitches: the fastball, splitter, cutter, sweeper, curve.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Dominguez takes it all there. Oh, I'm sick of these 0-run games. Come on, White Sox. Let's get some offense. Roll over on the slider. Dominguez, ground up to short. That brings up Lennon Sosa, who does hit lefties extremely well. Has that pop.
Ball.
66 pop against lefties, 87 contact. There it is on display. Unfortunately, just foul, as we were on that fastball.
3-2.
Good eye from Sosa. Yeah, this is where I want Sosa playing. I want him hitting against left-handed pitching. I want him on this team, on the bench, preferably. When they bring in a lefty pitcher, this is the guy I want up. And he gets it off the end of the bat, the splitter, and he still hit it pretty far. However, too away. Oh, Ryan Ward. We pinch hit for Ryan Ward. I wouldn't have said that at the start of the year, but right now, he struggles. He does have 68 power against lefties. I think because of that, we're going to keep him in.
Outside, that's a ball.
You have these Rule 5 pickups. They can get off to a hot start and then sort of return to the mean. Still think he's a good player to have on your team. I mean, he plays first. He's got speed.
The count is full.
Thank goodness they don't call that a strike. Because he's wondering, what? Is it low? Was it inside? Ward's like, well, it was a ball. And that's a ball for sure. And Ward draws the 2-out walk, and with his speed, that's going to chase Matsui. And the Padres say, give me a different pitcher. And they're going to go with a righty. And that's going to be Robert Suarez with that blistering ERA of 1.32. Hitters are hitting 153 and 167 against him, so he is definitely holding his own this year. And it's time for Chaparro to come out. It might be. And we are going to go with Brooks Baldwin. Mr. Clutch himself coming off the bench. He's hitting 172. This is his chance to shine.
Ball. Down.
As Suarez throws 101 in the dirt. He throws the fastball, as you just saw. The sinker can get up to 100. Circle change and cutter.
Ball, that's off the plate.
But right now, he can't find a strike. We are going to guess high fastball.
Nope.
And they're going to call that a ball. Suarez can't find the zone. And we have a runner in scoring position. High run there at second. Go ahead, run at first. And Corey Lee comes to the plate. And I don't think so, Corey. Sorry. This is it. We need clutch. Corey Jolts or Pozo. I think we're going to go Pozo. So Pozo's going to come in for Corey Lee. He has the much better clutch rating. Much better power rating against righties. 2-1 count. That's a nice single. And it's a 2-2 count. 101 off the arm. Unfortunately, a flyout. Yeah, he's a pretty good pitcher. We miss a golden opportunity there to get on the board, and it's still 1-0. At a time for Burrow to come out. Righty, lefty, righty. No, we're going to let Burrow pitch. He's still got lots of energy. He's a starter. But he's dealing.
1 ball, 2
No
strikes.
reason to take him out right now. At least none that I can see. And he strikes him out. Connor Joe goes down. Lander Baroa making a case to join the rotation right now.
Ball.
And that's what we want to see. Can he go through these batters multiple times with just that 3-pitch mix?
Aye.
And he strikes him out. Freelander Baroa. Straight dealing. That brings up Xander Bogarts, who's over 3 on the day. He looks at a sinker at 96.
That's in. Ball 2.
99 of done from Baroa. Ooh,
3-2.
good slider to the ball. That's exactly where you want it. Great pitch, even though it's a ball. And there's a sinker to Clifford. Freelander Baroa. Another scoreless inning for Baroa, as he just prays that our offense can do anything as they bring in Jeremiah Estrada. I'm not sure I would have taken out the previous guy who just mowed us down to bring in a guy with a 5.72 ERA, but what do I know? I haven't scored any runs. We're going to give them Dominic Fletcher. And let's go ahead and sit Boozer. We'll warm up Mata and Brace. And we'll hope that we can go 1, 2, 3. Estrada, 3-pitch mix, fastball, slider, splitter.
That's ball 2.
Good eye down at Fletcher.
Ball 3.
Another good eye down at Fletcher. Good batter will be taken here unless he knows where the pitch is.
Aye.
Get me over fastball. The count is full.
Strike.
And that's going to be a base hit for Dominic Fletcher. He's going to hold it first. Good job, Dominic Fletcher. Pinch runner? Maybe. Von Brown has 78 speed. And I think we will go with Von Brown as the pinch runner. Good job, Dominic Fletcher. Colson Montgomery. 2 hits on the day. It's going to show bunt. Nope. It's going to pull it back.
Ball inside.
And it takes ball inside. Having a great day so far at the plate. 2 for 3 and taking a pitch like that.
That's ball 3.
And that ball hits the dirt. No
3
advancement.
balls, 1 strike.
3-1 count. And once again, we're only going to swing. This time we're going to guess high and then set. Once again, they get me over a fastball. Makes it a full count. All right, Colson Montgomery. Be great. No! No, Colson says, you can't call that. That's not on the plate. Come on, Oh, Strada, I guess, paints the black. Wow. You're going to call that? I don't blame you, Colson. I'd be John him too. All right, Ryan Clifford. Clearly, we can't take pitches like that.
No, that's low.
Ooh, we still hear Colson Montgomery from the bench is asking, is that a strike? And he just got warned by the umpire. All right, Colson, keep it down. We need you in the game. Top of the eighth, 2-1 count. Ryan Clifford. Oh boy, that ball needed to go out of the park. We were very, very early on that pitch. Clifford batting over 300. And this team, that is amazing. Fouls off the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh my goodness gracious. That ball was tattooed by Ryan Clifford. 107 on the exit velo on the hit and run. Straighten that out. Fouls off the 98. Feel like we're timing him up. So many times with the bats like this, and he shook off the catcher. He's questioning what to throw here. Fouls that off at 98. Clifford with a great at bat. Now let's finish it off. Let's get some actual production. Good take on the slider with Alec Burleson in the on-deck circle. Will the White Sox hit and run? Ooh, they're going to throw over. They were thinking the same thing. Or maybe that was called by the coach just to settle down the strata or to throw off Clifford's momentum. Full count. And that ball's hit into the stands. Clifford giving a lot of souvenirs for the fans. 10 pitch at bat. And he's going to foul this one off, although it's not going to reach the stands. That'll be for the ball boy. 23 pitches so far this inning for Jeremiah Estrada. A lot of them to Ryan Clifford. Another full count. And he's going to crack this ball into right field. That was perfect swing. And it was just a single, but he got all of that ball. Great hit, Ryan Clifford. That had such a great sound to it. That was hit so hard. And now the White Sox have first and second. And yes, Mike Schultz has seen enough. He wants to go. He's like, Estrada, you threw a lot. You can go have the showers. And they're going to bring in the righty, Jason Adam. Never trust a guy with two first names. All right, Jason Adam, new feature. Fastball, circle change, slider, and sweeper. And Alec Burleson is up. Can he do some damage? He hits this high, and he hits it deep. We are not going to tag because that is a cannon of an arm that's out there in right field. And unfortunately, there's two away. Alec Burleson didn't quite get enough of it. Good timing, just a little bit off the end of the bat. It's up to Jason against Jason. Oh! Oh, we want that back. We want that back, and we're not going to get it. Jason Dominguez pops up in a clutch situation. He falls flat. And that was the pitch to hit, too. And Baroa is getting tired. Great work. We're going to go with Paredes in the eighth. Great job. Freelander Baroa continues to lower his ERA. Kept us in the game. That's all you can ask. That brings up Rule 5, annulling Paredes. Who gets Machado to strike out. Machado, 339 average. He continues to be a tremendous hitter. Here's Tatis. 272, 6 home runs. And a cannon in right field. He strikes out on the sinker. Paredes comes in the eighth and is doing quite well.
One ball, two strikes.
Foul ball. Campusano. He's going to hit this sinker in the left field where Jason Dominguez will camp under it. And in a all too familiar story, the White Sox go into the ninth inning trailing 1-0. We've had so many of these in these play games this year. Can we somehow come in and bring the comeback? Adrian Morejon comes in with a .89 ERA. 6 for 6 in save opportunities. And we're going to give them Lennon Sosa and then maybe a pinch hitter. Sosa stays in because he, like I said, hits lefties extremely well. And there he goes. Base hit into right field. And our tying run is at first base. Lennon Sosa, the lefty matcher, hooks us in the right field. And now we have Ryan Ward up, and I do think we will bring in Corey Julks. So Corey Julks is going to pinch hit. He's hitting 157. It's been a struggle for Corey Julks. And this be his chance to make a memory. He hits this into left field, and it's deep, way back at the warning track, but not deep enough. Corey Julks just misses a 2-run homer. That brings up Brooks Baldwin. Who else would we run up in this situation than Brooks Baldwin? Can't make great contact with the sinker, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Come on, Brooks. Oh, no, Brooks, not the double play. No, Brooks. Oh, Brooks Baldwin with the speed to beat out fielder's choice, and we live to fight another day. Unfortunately, though, there's 2 outs. That brings up Yohel Pozo. Can he make a memory? Will Brooks Baldwin try to steal second? A lot of questions. Don't get picked off, Brooks Baldwin. You're too good for that. Come on, Pozo. Ooh. They say you get one good pitch at bat in the majors, and that was the pitch. And we couldn't do anything with it. That we could. Can the ball drop? It will drop. Pozo with the 2-out hit. And now the tying run's at second base. So Brooks Baldwin represents the tying run at second. Pozo comes through. And it brings up Dominic Fletcher. And while Fletcher's lefty, he's too good. No, it's Von Brown who came in to be the pinch runner earlier. It's a 1-2 count. Step out. Now let's take a breath. Is he who we want with his 42 clutch? You know what? We're going to go Melendez. We're going to go Ivan Melendez to face the lefty. He does have a 1-2 count, but Melendez, be the difference maker. Good eye, Melendez. In fact, we are going to warm up James Karinchak. Show him the kind of confidence that we've got. We're going to get him up. Good foul, Melendez. That splitter was ugly, but it could have been a call to strike. Ooh, foul ball, Melendez. Hits it just off the end of the bat. Morejon's up to 21 pitches. Whew. Gave up on that pitch. It came back, and unfortunately for Morejon, stayed low. And we can send the runners. Melendez versus Morejon. And it's going to be in the middle, and we're going to tie the game. The third. Safe. No, they're gonna call him out at third, but the run did score. Man, you can't get thrown out at third for the third out, but that was a bang play. But the run did score, and we managed to tie it in the ninth. Unbelievable. So we have some work to do. I was desperate for people, so we got to figure out who's going to play where. Now, the good news is we do have Brooks Baldwin, who can play a bunch of positions. So Brooks Baldwin will switch with Melendez. So Melendez can play third. Clifford can play first. Dominguez play left. Brooks Baldwin can play center. And Corey Julks can play left or he. Let's see. No, he's going to play right. And we'll keep Dominguez. We'll keep Dominguez in left. Okay. So they've got lefty, lefty, lefty. They've got Ray Mata. We're going to bring in Ray Mata. And we have somehow managed to tie this game in the ninth. Mata, even though people are hitting 273 off of the lefty, we're going to bring him in. With that unusual delivery. Jake Cronenworth. Can we find where the ball's coming out of the release point? 3-2 count. Just get the piece. Whew. Not sure we'd want to throw that pitch again. There's the curveball. Jason Dominguez is running towards it. Can he get there? He can. One away. That brings up Adam Frazier. With a 2-1 count. There's the curveball. Can Baldwin get there? He cannot. Dominguez tries to cut it off. Risky play by Brooks there. Instead of holding him to a single, he tried to cut it off, but now it's a double. And they have Rowdy Tellez. Lefty, lefty. Backhand from Montgomery. Throws and gets him out. What a play. What a play from our captain, Holston Montgomery. It brings up Connor Joe. I think we're going to keep the lefty in to face Connor Joe. Oh, he gets the strike call. Beautiful. How do you get that? Let's go right back to it. Woo. Almost strike three, though. Did he go around? Did he go around? He did go around. Ray Mata comes in, and we're going to extras. Ray Mata looks excited. The Padres have battled back. The White Sox have battled back to get the ghost runner on. James Karinchak is ready and waiting. Olson Montgomery. Let's call time. Who's on there? We've got Melendez. So not great speed. Olson Montgomery, 2-1 count. And they're going to keep Morahan in. This is an interesting call. He's already thrown 26 pitches.
That's a ball.
And how much longer will they go? We're going to guess fastball or sinker low. Take a pitch. Get me over slider. Olson Montgomery already 2 for 4. Has raised his average to 246. Could he get the runner over at the very least? Foul ball. Three, 2 count. Oh, he takes strike 3. The sinker stayed in the zone. Great pitch from Morahan. Out to Ryan Clifford. He's 1 for 3 in the day. Yeah, they left him in because it's lefty-lefty. They're playing the matchups. And with Burleson batting fourth, also lefty, they're going to go with the tired Morahan, but the lefty ability. So far, it seems to be working well. He's not in the yellow yet. 2-2 count. I'm colorblind, so what do I know? But I don't think he's quite tired yet. Oh, he strikes him out on the slider. Adrian Morahan, back-to-back outs. And now it's up to Alec Burleson as the ghost runner continues to sit out there at second base. And Alec Burleson come through for us. No! Oh, swung out of my seat on that one. Morahan's up to 38 pitches. How much energy does he have? And that ball's going to be hit on the line. Fair ball. Here comes the run to score. Alec Burleson comes through. He's going to try to take second on the... Oh, no. Base running blunder. They bobbled the ball, and Burleson tried to take second. But still, we get the run in the ninth, and it's going to be Merrill, Bogarts, and Machado with the ghost runner on. And what are Merrill's numbers against lefties? Yeah, we're going to keep Mata in to face this batter. We're going to look to get the strikeout. Oh, no. Ray Mata gives up the hit. Jackson Merrill gets his 16th double of the year, and it's tied 2-2. And now we're going to bring in Karinchak. Ray Mata. All right, Karinchak. 177 average against righties. But here's the situation. He's got to go through 2, 3, and 4. The heart of this lineup. And that's a great start. Two-seamer gets Bogarts. One away. Manny Machado. We're going to do the unintentional, intentional walk here. He's not going to get anything. Oh, that gets us. That's interesting. And he strikes out on the knuckle curve. Wow. That pitch that was called a strike changed our mind on our approach. Look at that ball just drop. Beautiful pitch, going check. And now it's Fernando Tatis. I don't think we want to pitch to him, even though he's 0 for 3. But we'll do the unintentional, intentional walk here as well. See if he chases anything.
That's ball 3. Ball 4. Take the base.
All right. Karinchak's first walk, but he didn't want any piece of that. But it brings up Luis Campusano. And he swings through the two-seamer.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he strikes out on the knuckle curve. And Karinchak gets out of the danger. Unfortunately, Ray Mata gave up the hit. And so we're going to go to the 11th inning in a 2-2 game. And they're going to bring in Brian Hoeing, who's only pitched not a very good strikeout rate. So we're not a strikeout guy. But we need to get somebody warming up. We're going to go Cam Boozer, as they're going to be lefty, lefty, lefty. All right, who is our ghost runner out there? Is it Burleson with 18 speed? So it's going to take some work to get him home. We're facing the sinker, slider, splitter, and four-seamer. Jason Dominguez, 0 for 4 in the day, 187 average with runners in scoring position. And he's going to do the job. He's going to move about Burleson to third. So he didn't get a hit, but he did do his job. Good job, Jason Dominguez. And that brings up Lennon Sosa. Can he come through with at least a sacrifice fly? He's going to hit it back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Lennon Sosa. And the White Sox take a 3-2 lead. Back and forth we go. Good job, Lennon Sosa. I mean, in the scorebook, that's going to be a hard line drive to left field. But if we're back up the middle, we'll take it. And that brings up Corey Julks, who came in late in the game. Did he do something?
Ball.
Good eye. And Coach Mo's already thinking about who's he going to go with in the 11th. Will he stick with his closer?
Yeah.
Strike on the slider.
2-2 count.
2-2 count. Good eye, Corey Julks. Good eye. Sinker is his go-to pitch, and probably once they'll play, I think it's going to be a sinker. They went with the splitter. Corey Jolt strikes out, and we got 2 away. And it brings up Brooks Baldwin. Come on, Brooks. Look for that sinker right there. There it was! Brooks Baldwin! Perfect on the stroke. Hit that splitter right on the screws. 109 off the bat, and there's 2 away. And that brings up Yoel Poza. Perfect for Brooks Baldwin. Come on, Pozo. Pozo, high in the air, deep to left field, but not going to be deep enough. And we are going to the 11th inning, and Coach Mo has a decision to make. But let's watch the replay. Lennon Sosa comes through, and the White Sox take the lead, 3-2. Will he leave Karinchak in? He is going to leave Karinchak in, even though it's lefty. We have a closer for a reason. And he strikes out Cronenworth, who some Padre fans have called Cronenworthless. And they bring in Brandon Lockridge to be the pinch runner. And up next is Adam Frazier. And Adam Frazier is going to pop up to Colson Montgomery. We challenge him, even though it's his red zone. And there's 2 away. And we're 1 out away from the comeback. And it's Rowdy Tellez.
Ball, that's outside.
Looks at that 2-seamer away.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I'm not very interested in pitching to Rowdy Tellez here. Oh, but we get the dirt knuckle curve. That makes things interesting. And we strike him out! Rowdy Tellez with the strikeout. James Karinchak picks up the win, and the White Sox find a way to battle back for the win. And we get off the 3-game losing streak schneid. Now we're 6-3 in play games. We were down to our last out in the 9th inning. And we come back. I mean, we out-hit the Padres 11-6. And we find a way to get it done. Karinchak with the win. Sosa, 2 for 5. Big game for him. That felt good. Wish we could have got something out of that, like a boost or something, but still, we go to 38-34. And that puts us in 3rd place in the AL Central. Now, the random event said play full game if within 2 games, then simulate 2 games. So we're going to go ahead and simulate the 17th and the 18th. We lose the next one 2-4. And we lose the next one 2-6. Unfortunately, the only win we get is in the play game. We fall to 38-36. The good news is we are still in 3rd place. But let's stop it there.
Well, thank you so much for watching. That is great content, man. Back-to-back episodes, close games. We're going to have that with the White Sox. We're not going to score a lot of runs, so we need our pitching to come through. And wow, what a great game that was. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.